Children's Week is run by the chamber still, right?
It was last year.
It's not going to be this year?
No, it probably is this year. We haven't decided yet.
All right, so between Children's Week and the money we give to the chamber, that's $17,000 that goes to the chamber. And do we have any accounting for it? I know I've asked before, and I was told you'd get it.
Well, they put on the shows for us. They answer the phones. They help promote the beach, so we actually support them, and this is a way of supporting their office. They actually came in and gave us, remember we did get some figures from them. I can look for those figures to show you.
Yeah.
Of different expenses that they had for office support. This is for office support.
$7,000, but $10,000 for Children's Week. I mean, I went over that one year, and I couldn't see how they came anywhere close to that.
Well, last year it was brought up to $10,000 by one of the citizens, and it was voted on by, and I think they did a fantastic job last year. So,
but do we get an accounting for it?
We could ask them for one, I guess.
Okay.
Excuse me a minute, I think we had a meeting
We did have
with the chamber on this.
Yeah.
And Katie, I believe, they came up with a list
of all the different shows and
And we had at this meeting, I believe you were there, John, were you not?
Yeah, I've seen the budget.
Yeah. And they had also at this meeting people who were involved in the Children's Week before, many years ago. Eileen DeBoer was there, and
Judy,
people who've done this.
And it gets expensive, you know. I've done these.
I mean, clowns are $1,000.
You know what Wayne from Maine got for quick hours. So yeah, there's a lot of those. Wayne does that, so it adds up pretty quickly. And that little, you know, the
train and everything else,
stuff like that. I've seen the numbers before because Katie will have them. I haven't, had access to them in a while, but they are there. But I was amazed. That costs a lot. That costs a lot. This costs a lot.
They do get some donations.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if that could just be made public, what they spend on that would be fine. My other thing is sand sculptures. They went up from 56 to 60,000, but on top of that, now the precinct is paying for security.
We did in the past. When you were here,
we used to pay for it.
Yeah, but we're paying more on security this year because we're keeping them up for a longer period of time. When the show will be over,
right?
Well, we're leaving it up there, and we're going to have people on.
Okay.
Keep an eye on it.
The other thing about sand sculptures, now it's my understanding that money comes out of John's budget for that as well. That he pays for the brochures, that he pays for the T-shirts and sweatshirts, a lot of advertising.
He pays for the advertising that we do for the beach, and the ads come out. Sand Sculpture Week, Idol Week, this week, that week. It's all in his budget as advertising.
Okay, but you're not.
Go ahead.
Not paying for the sweatshirts and T-shirts and things out of that.
Paid for sweatshirts that were for resale and stuff. I think this year we took out. I'm not quite sure on their shirts, but the shirts that we're selling,
right,
that comes out and we get that in as revenue. And it pretty much broke even, I think. And last year was a terrible year.
Ben's Gift sells them.
Yeah.
And I forget what we got, but it was a loss.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good year, but it kind of broke even on that. So we get the revenue in. So.
All right. And you don't think that should belong under sand sculpture?
Well, we hire him, and this is what he does. Now, we don't have to do the T-shirts. We don't have to promote. But by having these shirts and stuff, we have a chance to make revenue.
Yep. All right, and the last thing was I tend to agree with Tim about the $3,000. It could easily be $1 if that person's only making commission. But as he was speaking up here, I started looking, and once again, the non-exempt are overpaying. So the excess on the non-exempt for this past year was $23,341, where the exempt was $10,000. So they're overpaying double, or whatever you wanna call it, fluff or extra or whatever. And then on top of that, these other things that, in my opinion, should be moved,
You're doing the opposite, you've got them mixed up,
I do.
yeah.
So,
The,
we did not spend $23,341.
that's general government,
Right,
and then, the non-exempt, which is your culture and recreation, that was 10,000.
Oh, sorry, yep.
You have,
okay, yep. So, my point being, so
I'm sure when the DRA, they must distribute the money. I'm not sure how they do it. We'll have to find out that. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, that's the example.
Confusion, all right. So there's just one more thing where I think people are paying a lot more than they should be in their taxes when they're claiming exempt